Hello and welcome to Module 2. I define my green business idea. My name is Michael and I would like to give you a very brief overview of what this module is about. In this module, you will learn about the green business definition, how important it is for starting a green business, and how to best identify legit sources of online information and data to support you in the process of defining your green business. We want to give you some basic information about this module. There are 2 exercises for you. You have to develop your own definition of green business and finish this module. You will need around 15 hours. You need 66% of the correct answers to pass the exam. And your lecturers are Gabriele, Ahmed and Vladimir. Now let us talk about the importance of green and sustainable business. Simply put, the way we consume and produce is causing significant harm to the globe. Hence, there's an urgent need for new approaches that can promote inclusive and environmentally sustainable economic development, a green economy. I believe, after going through the previous slide, you already have a pretty good idea about why sustainability is important for us as humanity. Nonetheless, to put it in a more concrete way and also in a business context, here are some of the facts that might be of interest for you. Sustainability doesn't only solve global issues, it can make business more successful. And this is due to 2 main reasons. First, because investors are becoming more impact-driven and they are shifting their investments into sustainable businesses. Second, customers, are also shifting their consumption and spending to sustainable businesses. But how do investors identify a sustainable business? It is done through the ESG rating. Okay, what does that mean? ESG rating stands for Environmental, Social and Governance. It is designed to measure a company's resilience to environmental, social and governance risks. Investors use it to evaluate the sustainability of a business. Companies with a good sustainability rating are more attractive to investors and can get better bank loans. Now let's spend some time defining green business. It's very important for us to understand the concept so we can apply it in our own business cases. The definition we adopt in this module is the following. Green business is any business actively contributing to sustainable development and a healthy future for all. This definition also supports the EU Green Deal, which you can find in the content attached to this module. After going through the definition of green business, it would also be important to understand the wider concept of blue and green economy. The blue economy shows us how to do business in a sustainable and social way, and even with fewer costs and resources involved, both for the consumers and the businesses. The concept and achievements of the blue economy, as we use it in the Go for the Green project, stem from Gunter Pauli, the pioneer of an economy that is cheaper, faster and better than a traditional model. Blue economy proves that it is possible to generate more revenue while generating more jobs and still compete on the global market. Let us move now to identify some concrete practices of sustainability in business. Such practices can take many shapes and forms. It can start with applying some small practices in the working place, such as using only recycled material and not using plastics. These small practices can be ideally applied by setting some workplace policies. On a larger scale, green and sustainable practices in business can be applied by choosing a clean source of energy to power your workplace. This can be solar power and wind energy. Of course, the usage of resources is influenced by the location of your business and the available energy sources you might have. Another very important practice of sustainability in business is based on the idea of reducing greenhouse gas emissions by choosing local suppliers and avoiding practicing non-sustainable activities such as a high number of international shipments. Here you can find an example of this. Etsy, an online marketplace that allows people to sell and buy artworks, generates many shipping packages and carbon emissions. Etsy is the first big-line online shopping platform to offset 100% of its carbon emissions from shipping by partnering with verified carbon emission reduction projects. In the next chapter, you will find some useful material on what skills and resources you might need for your green business and how to use them.